Welcome back to our Dream in the Woods. Eric and I are working out here today, and I think our plans for today anyway is to sheath this south end and then tape it kind of as we go, or tape it afterwards, or try to get it sealed as get the tape on there as we go. Those zip sheeting is what we're using, and then it takes a special kind of tape to seam the joints, and then wherever the nails don't penetrate quite right, that needs a little dab of liquid flash. So that's on the agenda today. Weatherman said it's supposed to be dry. It kind of is. It's maybe North Idaho late fall dry, so it's not currently raining, but kind of foggy out, and we got about ½ inch of snow last night. Highs today mid 30s, something like that. So kind of drippy. We wanted to work on the roof some more today, but the snow and the wet kind of just doesn't make it safe to be up there, so we're going to do something different and work on this south end, try to get it closed in. So let's get to it. Yeah, looking green, my favorite color. So doing 6 inches on the perimeter and 8 inches in the field, and gapping everything at least 1/8 of an inch, and then that'll get covered with tape and liquid flash at the bottom. Yeah, that's good, fun. I kind of enjoy this part of it for sure. Yeah, we're kind of working our way into the center, a little bit of a hodgepodge of pieces, and trying to figure out how we're going to overlap the joints and stuff like that. So yeah, come along. We don't have that many more pieces of sheeting left. We're done with 8-footers, and now we just have 4 sheets of the bigs, so, and then some other oddball ends, so hopefully we have enough. Time will tell. It's been a few days, I think a week, since Eric and I were working on this south Gable end. We got all the sheeting up. We're kind of into the night. Eric was rolling zip tape out, so he's probably got 2/3 of it on already, so that's good. As far as how much we had left, it's always kind of fun to do those calculations and then see where you're at, but there's a bunch of little pieces there. So not just kind of, there's a couple of sheets probably all total. And then over in this corner, a couple of long, we used most of the long ones up. I think there's just 2 long ones left and some other little pieces. So over 100 sheets and pretty good as far as using most of that. I wish I had my wood shop going. I'd make a bunch of birdhouses or something. So Eric's up this morning. He must have decided to torch the top and the bottom. So we're going to work on the roof today. Try to get that trim where this lower roof meets that wall. We started working at that yesterday. Yesterday we also finished up all of the peak trim, so that's all on. I just had all my kids here for Thanksgiving, and so I dropped Carlin off at the airport, so back to work. And it's a nice sunny day, so but everything's got frost on it. It's only about 27 degrees out here right now. So whatever Eric's doing, it looks like the water's pouring off of there. Got the truck going. It's got some zip tape in there, some liquid flash. It's got the mastic tape in there. It's got silicone, so that's my little warmer to keep everything warm and pliable than it is at 27 degrees. So anyway, we'll get after it today. Beautiful day. You can kind of see the top of the mountains have a good amount of snow on them. Ski hill that's just over the top of this mountain has been open for a few days. This is the first pieces going on, kind of what we had worked up yesterday. So then over, this is the rake trim on the outside. This comes on that little piece of fascia board. Decided to make a tab that goes up here because that's kind of a crucial little spot for water. This will actually go on top of that one, and then this is a tab that fits back in there. And then I had to trim 7 inches off of that because that's the balcony part, so it needed to be just short. And I think the last thing I needed to do, all these pieces, custom pieces that we got made, the hem, I think is what they call that, was all just tight, and so you have to get a spatula down in there and open that hem up so it'll fit into the Z-trim. But I think we're ready. Put some holes in for some pan screws. Maybe I'll probably do that real quick and start putting up some trim. Eric's been up on the roof putting in the Z-trim and the mastic tape. I hear zip tape rolling up there, so it was a good day. All right, so kind of detail here. Start putting those pieces in. Well, this is kind of how it ended up here. Kind of feel like next time we'll do a little better job on that joint, but it's up. And the next pieces should go in a easier. Now we're just doing straight runs with 6-inch overlaps. Putting mastic tape down on those and then silicone in the gap there. So, and then rivets on the Z-trim and pan screws up above, and board and bat will come down over the top of that upper piece, but there'll be a big chunk of that that's exposed. So I think it's looking good. Awesome day.
Yeah, it's beautiful out.
Beautiful. We're gonna do a little video here before it gets all the way dark. We are getting closer. One more regular piece, and then whatever that rake trim top piece is called. I have no idea. Anyway, getting after it. Still plugging along on a couple of different projects, kind of splitting our time. We have one more side to do some more trim on the roof, and then a looming dim line to get the windows and doors installed. I have a random day off here by myself. It's not raining, it's not doing anything. It's like push pull of which direction to go. But I think I'm gonna work on the roof. You know, the snow could happen and stay at any time. It's dry out here right now. It's cold. It's still maybe 28 out here, but I can start plugging away on this other side of the roof and just see how far I go. So that's my plans. I know I need to start working on the window and door openings to prepare for that delivery, but the roof is taking priority. Let's get to it. I just finished installing this piece here. Not sure what to call it, but that's just a little 2-foot piece. It's a little bit complicated. Doesn't quite match up with the other trim, so you gotta set back the Z trim underneath. You need to make a bend here, put 3 rivets there. Made a tab to go in there, and then a little hard to see that, but I made a tab that bends up there that goes underneath the bigger trim there, and then just cut it flush on the backside and put some of those decorative 1/4" screws. This face here is going to get board and bat, and so that'll all be covered up, and we'll just have to see what that caulking looks like in the end, whether it needs to be cleaned up or not. And then the face there, so the board and bat will come down a little ways. I'm not sure exactly how to finish that, but then the board and back on this face side will come down into here someplace. So pretty good. I think we learned a little bit on this one. The next one will go faster and probably be a little better quality. So good stuff. Time consuming. That piece is can take some time. All right, I just started working on this other rake trim, whatever we call this. So made this piece, and looks like it's gonna fit just fine. So yeah, even fits a little better than the last one. Yeah, it looks like it'll go down that rake trim. Decided that I'm gonna feed the tab in from the far side, so that next wider piece will, the tab will feed into here. I'm not gonna install it right now. I still have to do a bunch of zip tape, and I think we've been liquid flashing that corner right there. So, but the piece is made and it looks good. So that'll save us some time tomorrow. I think next I'm gonna do is blow off the roof and start zip taping everything in preparation to start and put Z trim up. So see how far I can get. Yeah, getting going here the next morning. Got Eric here today. Was able to do some amount of prep on this west side. We're just going to continue to try to get the rest of this roof on. Cold. It's 27 out, high of 33 today. So supposed to be sunny. Doesn't look like sunny to me. So I stayed out here in the dark yesterday with that light, and was able to prep quite a few pieces, and so I did that little trim piece there yesterday, and then this is the one on the table is the first one to go there. It has a bend where it wraps around the wall, and then a tab, and then I prepped 5 more pieces over here. And basically all those is a tab cut out of the bottom. I kind of talked about that spline wasn't open, it was tight, and so you have to open all those up, and then I kind of pre-tapped some holes for the pan screws up on top. So anyway, that should help with our efficiency today. Being up on the roof last time kind of beat us up, and so hopefully today it goes a little smoother, and we just need to take some more breaks and such. So I think it's December 4th, so we're lucky not to have any snow on the ground, but definitely could happen and stay the rest of the winter. So I'm just kind of planning ahead, but we'd be real happy about getting the roof complete today. So it's good stuff. One little difficulty that we have is that underlayment and the way it's attached to the wall. It's See that where his foot was there, kind of bows up. It should have been laying flat. So that's impeding our corner. And then it's just hard to get a good measurement, but we just put a chalk line in here. It's gonna be good. So something we think about.
Got her now.
Got her now. Okay, we're just getting ready to set this final piece. Our line looks great going down there. We're happy with that. And so this last piece, it actually fits, the tab fits underneath there. So it has some, it's about as complicated of a piece as there is. So you gotta notch that piece out there, fold it over, then a tab, and then a little notch right there to kind of tie that corner in. So get that in and secure, that'll pretty much be it. Eric's putting the finishing touches on that. I don't know what other people's experience is with caulking, but it tends to get everywhere. I don't know. Try to be careful, but look at the tip of that thing. It's on the back. It's all over the floor. Yeah.
So we're trying to keep the excess in one spot, and then all our tools get on it.
Yeah, I mean, one day we had it all over our feet. Yeah. So completed. Looks nice. We'll wipe that excess up and then call her good. Go get my camera. I don't know, kind of finishing early. Usually it's a lot darker than this when we're really finishing. Well, this is what was left of the metal trim, so not too much in the pile. Of course, I had to get quite a few pieces remade with the measuring dilemma, but I got a whole piece of that trim left and then some partials, so happy with that. Well, roof is complete. This has been a huge project. So that's about 4,000 square foot of roof, over 4,000 pounds of metal on there. Learning process, first time we've ever done something like this. We did do the sawmill shed, so we had some understanding, but the scope of the project was huge. I think it set us back a month with the amount of labor that was involved with doing the roof. So was it worth it? Yes. How much did I save in labor by doing it ourselves? I don't know, a lot. $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 worth of labor. And I think that's realistic in this area of what contractors are charging. So I heard upwards of $10 a square foot for a roof. So anyway, it's done. There's still a few touch-up things that need to be done, final things as we're putting the project to rest. But that'll happen next spring. So as far as now, we're good. Switch gears finally. We're done with the sheeting. We're done with the roofing. I can kind of get those things screwed away and cleaned up, and then switch to framing, and finish getting the framing done for the doors and windows, and start working on in that direction. So I did call the window company and push back the window install, so I actually have a 3-day, 4-day weekend prior to the windows coming. So hopefully with that, and then that gives me 2 more days with Erik, that will be ready. And if we're not ready, it is what it is. We'll at least get that front window ready, and as many exterior doors, the sliding glass door on the second floor, all those things are the priority. And then the rest of the windows will just be loose, and then as we frame them in, we can install the windows. That's not a problem. So anyway, lots of roofing. I don't know how informative it is, but I can tell you that it's a big project. It takes a lot of hours, and it's kind of fun, but kind of not. So I'm glad we're finished. Maybe I'll have a better attitude later. Anyway, I appreciate everyone watching. Make sure you hit like and subscribe always. Appreciate all the comments, and we'll catch you with the next video. You guys have a good evening, day, or wherever this video finds you.